That'll do it.
Testing.
Thanks, Aiden.
1, 2. Testing.
That's why I'm a producer.
Yeah, right.
Good.
One of our gains is absolutely cranked.
Brian's only because it was yours. I don't know why. Mine?
Yeah. I mean, he fixed it.
Testing. 1, 2.
Testing.
Oh, yeah, I can't hear anything.
I'll hear it in stream.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Let y'all know. All right. Honestly, I really should. Or no, it's fine. Just leave it there.
Wow.
Hello.
What a great intro.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome to the new year. My name's Aiden. This is my co-host Brian.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Spencer.
And today we're gonna get into a whole bunch of stuff. Actually,
You are Aiden. I never fixed that.
It's award season, as
Sorry,
you guys
there's a lot
know.
going on today.
Winner.
The Steam Awards, we didn't report on those. You guys did
Me
report
and Brian
on the Game of
reported
the
on
Year.
the Game of the Year award.
Yeah.
And we.
I don't know
kinda just-
what percentage of my predictions were correct, but I am satisfied with the outcome. I feel like there was
Steam
nothing
Awards
I
or
was
the,
very surprised by.
The Steam or the.
The Steam Awards or the Game of the Year
Awards.
awards. Yeah, I feel
Did
like
you
there was
expect
nothing
Astrobot?
I was.
No way you expected it.
Because I feel like
No,
we
I don't.
specifically remember
Wait,
not expecting
I don't
that.
think I called Astrobot, but I said I think Astrobot has a chance. I feel like that's what I said, but it wasn't the one that I predicted was going to win.
That's fair.
I think Final Fantasy VII was like my expectation,
I think that's what we agreed on.
but Astrobot, I stood by Astrobot having a chance because there was a
I think-
huge contingent of people who wanted that game to win.
I think me and Brian kind of came to an agreed opinion that that's stupid. I don't know. didn't want Astrobot to
It's
win.
dumb.
You know-
It's stupid that Astrobot won. I'm not discounting the fact that it's a good game. I am just mad at the Nintendo erasure of the fact that they have been
Sure.
putting out
Been
great
there.
3D platformers for decades, and people are like, "Wow, finally the first great 3D platformers since the early 2000s."
I think that's fair. I will say my controversial take here is that I think that every single year Mario lost, it wasn't because it was getting overlooked. It was just because there were objectively better games. And this year, I don't think there was any real clear contender besides Final Fantasy VII.
I just think Nintendo wasn't there at
Elden
all.
Ring. I mean, I know the people just didn't
The
vote
back
for
and
it
forth,
because
yeah.
DLC.
Yeah.
But like,
I generally agree, but I don't know that. I think that there would have been like a huge uproar if Elden Ring actually won any.
okay, but like if you look at every single review of that DLC, literally all of them are like, "Wow, the best
It's like a
DLC
whole different
ever
game."
made.
Yeah.
It's an entire game." Like,
Honestly, as long as it wasn't Black Myth Wukong, I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
wow, what a great transition, Aiden, into the Steam Awards.
Whoa! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Well, the Steam Awards are dictated by the players.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess Black Myth Wukong probably won every category.
Actually, right.
Because
it peaked in.
because
it's
this-
the highest, most played game. Was it active player count? Let's play that.
Steam Awards are, and you know what? I actually think that I prefer this. I think that
it should be player voted.
I think I agree.
I have a question. Was the statistic about Black Myth Wukong, was that active player base or is that overall player count, like of all time, or I guess games purchased? Saying it was the
It's
most?
usually active.
Okay.
Because
recall.
overall purchase is, I don't think you're ever gonna beat like TF2. I think
Sure.
TF2 is the number one right now. It's either that or it's like CS:GO or Half-Life. It's like one of the orange box games.
I think I see a winner. I think I see
Okay,
a bit of
the
a-
2024 Steam Awards. We have the Game of the Year Award, Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
It's certainly a game that came out in this year.
It makes me feel like if
The most purchased Steam game is CS:GO.
sure.
That checks out. Okay, like,
I okay, whatever.
is it just like
Whatever.
What game came out that is
Show the finalists. Show finalists.
Yeah.
See what we
Hold on.
got.
I just want to fix the title center here.
I just feel like
That's
oh, it's so off centered. I'm so sorry.
no, it's not your fault.
I just didn't know.
That good? You'll be able to see it in a second. Oh yeah,
Give me a good 8 seconds here. Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Um,
Show finalists. That checks out. Stalker 2? I feel like didn't
People
get enough
freaked
love.
out about that game on my Discord servers.
I think it also just came out too late in the year. I'm pretty sure it was like a November release.
I'm surprised Helldivers honestly didn't get as much support.
Especially with
I feel like
I wish they would
these
show
are
you
opposite ends of the spectrum. Like Stalker 2 came out too late. Helldivers came out too early in the year. Had the controversy, and then people.
They should show you the votes. I think they should show you the votes.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Balatro, I also heard, was really, really good.
Yeah. Actually,
It is.
well, I just feel like Helldivers, their like comeback DLC, or not DLC, but like the expansion thing where they added the third opponent. I think that came in too late to bring back like kind of a fandom, or bring back like a public support.
Yeah.
Because that only came out maybe a month ago.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't know, like a YouTuber gets canceled and then like they come back and then they like maintain a decent sized fan base of like more than like a substantial amount, but way less than like their potential could have been or that they were before. That's kind of how I feel about Helldivers. No, that's another. Yeah, that's a good example. I would say that's actually like pretty much exactly what I had in mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like anybody from that old era of internet. I would say like Onision fits the same category.
You think he came back? I don't know. Is he even back?
No,
Is he
he
allowed back?
exists on
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
internet.
say
Or like Leafy when he like did his like comeback, quote unquote,
he was back.
where
for
he was
a
on like
day.
a different account.
Yeah.
That was a
Because he
weird
like,
one.
They're never gonna know. They banned him.
All right.
Space Marine
Yeah.
is probably really cool. I did not play it, and I probably never will.
I heard good things
All
about
those
it.
games are just too expensive. All the 40K games.
This is the other thing
Eternally
that
expensive.
I will.
And it'll also get you into a hobby that will put you into debt forever.
Yeah,
Do it.
buying minis.
Yeah.
I will complain about this forever and always until the end of time. Video games are expensive, and it's getting
They
to the
are
point where
so much cheaper now than they used to be.
yeah, but I don't want to spend money on things. And I'm not gonna pirate things because I think that's wrong. So the only thing left for me to do is complain.
I feel like there's enough game bloat where I can go back and like buy an
dude.
old great game for like $10.
Forget about buying games. I have a backlog of like 200. What am I gonna do? You know,
Like,
play the games that I bought. Oh, look at me! I'm the guy who plays the games that I bought. Come on, get real.
Like, why would I play Black Myth Wukong when I can just play like Dying Light again?
Yes.
Because
Yeah. Let me start my 7,000th hour of
we're
Binding of Isaac.
like,
Okay.
Minecraft.
Let me just play Minecraft again, dude. All right. What's the next category?
I do really love Binding of Isaac, and I can play that game forever.
I hate Wukong. Wukong enjoyers should shut up already. I can't wait.
Missing from this
You know what
list
I can't
is
wait?
Windblown.
Here's what I'm very excited about. Because here's my ultimate take on Wukong.
Please.
My ultimate take on Wukong is it's one of those games that when it comes out blows everybody's minds.
Yeah.
And then you never hear about it again.
Oh yeah.
Like what are give me like an Xbox One release title, like Dead Rising 3. It's
Also,
like,
'cause Xbox had no
whoa,
good
this
release.
game is crazy. When was the last time anybody played Dead Rising 3?
I also, as a PlayStation player, I don't know, but I think Xbox is.
Give me a PlayStation game. There's got to be a PlayStation game out there that was like a release
Uncharted
title.
4.
Destiny.
That's a bad example.
That's a different because that one still has a pretty dedicated fan base, unfortunately.
What,
And it's an
Destiny?
online game. Yeah.
Uncharted 4 was like the game that was with every PlayStation.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about
If
Uncharted.
not that, then you could say A Way Out.
Wait, we're talking about what bad release games?
No, not
games-
bad, but like games that were huge when they came out and now nobody cares about them at all. That's what I think
Breath
Wukong
of
is
the
going to be.
Wild. I'm just kidding.
Like games that like nobody talks about, nobody
Oh, why? It
plays.
was. Wait, but was Black Myth Wukong a release title?
No, I'm
No,
just
but it
using
has,
a
like, the
release
same
title.
vibe.
Yeah, it's like same vibe.
Oh, okay.
I would
Or
say like almost
Jedi,
like
Jedi Order. That was with the PlayStation.
that's a good one. Jedi
Yeah.
Order. Yeah.
PS5 had that.
the like any of the Gears of War games where it's like you'll
Sure.
meet people who are like
Bug
diehard
snacks
fans.
on the PS5.
Bug snacks on the PS5.
Okay.
Dude, I love Bunger. Also, just Xbox has bad exclusives, but that's a different conversation.
Oh, was it Xbox One? Or
We're talking
Sunset Overdrive came out?
Yes.
on?
That's one. That's a good example. That's a good example.
Yes.
I remember when I first saw that, I was like, "This game looks so cool," and I played it. I was like, "This game is cool." And
It's
then I
alright,
never
yeah.
cared about.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. When it came out, I was like, "This is a really cool game," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Eh."
That's
Also,
I
think
think
that game
that is
also is
that
kind
is
of
Wukong.
just like has a Dead Rising vibe to it.
I think
Like,
Wukong is like a pretty dope game aesthetically. That's about it. I played it once and I was like, wow, this is it's certainly a game.
My forever take is that it's just Jedi Fallen Order.
It feels
without
like
the Star
it
Wars.
feels like Unreal Engine slopware. I hate
Exactly.
to say it. It feels
Yes.
like if you had
It is. It literally is.
if you had $1 million budget, but you could only use things that were in the Unity store, this is the game.
This is what
you
this
use.
I
game
feel
would
like
make.
the Steam Award Game of the Year now has turned into like, what is the FromSoft or closest to a FromSoft game that has come out this year?
Yeah. That is
Like,
not only a fair take, just the take.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
The VR Game of the Year. I didn't even know that there was a Metro VR game.
I knew of the
Sounds
name.
probably pretty cool.
No
but,
comments on this one.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
just
play
shocked
VR.
it's not like the Batman
Metro
game
is
or
a-
Asgard's Wrath.
Metro is a good. It wasn't even a finalist.
Oh,
That's
because
crazy.
I think both of those games are meta exclusives, so nobody's buying them on Steam.
Oh, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
The Metro is a good game series though. I'm a big fan
Blade
of
and
Metro.
Sorcery is awesome.
Blade-
If you guys have
I
not
have.
played or heard
It's
of it, okay.
like the craziest power trip of my life.
It's the best game you've ever played in your life for 40 minutes, and then you're like, okay, I'm probably done with this forever, but like maybe I'll go back to it now and then. Are you familiar at all with it?
That's the one where you. Yeah, that's the one that they
It's-
make the Star Wars mods for.
Yes.
Yeah, it's literally like
Yeah,
we
you
just
just like
took, like,
destroying
a-
ragdolls and
yeah,
with spells.
it's like we took
yeah.
like an Elder Scrolls combat situation, and you just get to do that
It's,
in
like,
VR.
it's a fighting pit, basically.
Yeah. I heard this game is also really cool.
But Davigo?
Davigo, yeah. This is Aiden's pick, obviously.
Yeah.
FNAF Help Wanted. I actually heard that the first one was really good.
People sleep on these games.
The
It's
security
Five Nights
game.
Yes. This is the best version of Five Nights at Freddy's because
Dude,
of VR.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If Five
It's
Nights
the
at
game.
Freddy's Security Breach was the first one that came out, I probably would be a huge fan of the series. I would probably be like obsessed with it.
Security Breach.
Because is that what that was called, right?
That's like the one that was on PlayStation.
It's like the 3D game that you're
Yeah,
playing, like you're the
with, like,
kid
you're
and like you're
in Freddy.
exploring.
Yeah.
I think that game was actually really cool. The
That does
biggest
sound
thing,
really cool in theory.
The
the
premise
biggest
is
thing
very
that
cool.
turned me
Game
away,
theory.
the biggest thing that turned me away from Five Nights at Freddy's was the fact that you're just like sitting in a box and it's like survival based on resource management, and it's like, okay, what is the correct order that I can click these buttons
Exactly.
in for 30 minutes straight while I'm playing this?
Well,
And that's the gameplay.
My take
I was
about
like,
the
bro,
VR,
that sucks.
my take about the VR experience.
I'm still
of it
Aiden.
is you're so alright.
Oh, because we switched over to sorry.
My experience with the VR ports of the games is that it is the best version of it because it is literally.
Yeah.
What is VR? It's like it is literally made for that. You're just like it's sit and survive. You know?
Yeah,
you don't
you're sitting in
there's not a lot of
chair. Yeah.
movement.
And
It's,
that's
fully
like
immersive in a horror experience.
FNAF
It's
as a
good.
VR game makes
It actually
sense.
sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying
is
we should
Help
play it and I
Wanted
love
just
it.
like a regular VR game?
Help Wanted.
Like
Yeah.
it's a regular FNAF game?
Yeah, so it's kind of like I guess like a collection of like mini games. So they have like the first 3 games.
Gotcha.
Like the first 3 games all the way through, like VR ported basically, and then there's like other little mini games that are part of it, but they're also like fully fleshed out.
I
It's
definitely
cool.
feel like
And
a
like
part
there's a
of
narrative
me,
in there.
part of me feels like I missed out on like a big generational game, but the other part of me says, no, that game sucks.
I like Fire. I
All
still,
right.
I still watch it.
We got like 9 more categories to go through.
All right, let's do it.
Uh,
I voted for that one. Let's go.
Well,
Elden Sweep. Elden
Elden
Sweep.
Sweep.
Let's go.
Like for the description of the category, like the team is well past the debut of their career.
Yeah,
It's like
I
really
don't know.
not that well past. Like the game. It's not
No,
like this
the game
game's
came
like-
out like long enough ago
what
that
were
I
the
would say
finalists? Because I am kind of.
it's been a time.
They're perpetually
Stardew
going to
Val-
be in there.
I might give you Stardew Valley over Elden Ring. To
Uh,
be totally honest with you,
Genuinely, I think any of these could have won.
I don't.
This is like, I feel like only in here because the cozy games.
Stardew. No, I hate to say it. Stardew Valley, man. This guy, Concerned Ape, consistently releases DLC-sized updates for free, and he's the only person working on the game. He's
Okay,
been working
I
on
mean,
it by
that's crazy,
himself
then.
for the last 13 years. He has never asked for a dime more from his players. And he's consistent. He's always he's in the subreddit every single day, like
Yeah.
responding to people. Concerned Ape is by far,
The
without a doubt,
labor
the
of-
best developer of all time.
Okay.
Of all time.
Fair
I'm not
enough.
even willing to hear an argument. Indie developer
I
by
agree.
far.
Genuinely though, any of these I'm fine with winning. Like
Yeah.
they're all.
I think Baldur's Gate had a very strong community support. I think it's a great opinion. I think No Man's Sky, again, that take of wow, it's amazing now after it was. So
Are they still?
awful.
They're still updating it.
Yeah,
Or
which is
acting
very
like-
I'm pretty
impressive.
sure it just got like a huge, really
Content
cool update. No Man's Sky is like perpetually something that I'll always be happy
I
to like
respect
for
it
it to.
that they
yeah,
turned around.
I'm not gonna play it. Love that it is where it is. now.
Exactly. Like,
I-
I'm
I-
glad it came out on.
The hater in me is kind of upset about it.
I think Cyberpunk won this last year.
Yes.
Which, like, that's one that should have
that's
won
fair.
it last
That's
year.
a very, it's a very like
Um,
redemption. Very, yeah. Like it's,
Personally, I still think that picture of the studio head like holding up the CD that everyone like made soy jack memes out of.
Yeah.
I think that was like the funniest thing ever. The No Man's Sky flop was my favorite controversy of the
as someone who loves sci-fi,
I thought it was so
very,
fun.
I was very excited for this game.
Just all the
Hearing all of the
disappointed fans,
promises
I laughed.
and then the game coming out, I was very upset. Looking back on it, hilarious.
We're just like in a world where every game is overpromised,
promises. Yeah.
underdelivered. Like,
Yeah.
like even like I love Cyberpunk. It's like probably a top
Oh
5
yeah,
game of all time for me.
100%.
Like when that game was like in development, they're like, you're gonna be able to go into every single building in the city. There's
The
gonna be
tattoos.
lights.
Definitely was
Yeah.
not as big as
Yeah.
the
whole
cybernetic
tattoo.
tattoos.
Ah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, there was
Um,
one. You get one.
Yeah,
you
the
get
tiger,
it for, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Baldur's Gate. I think they delivered exactly what I was expecting, up until the third act, and
Yeah.
then it kind of and it was still really good.
But you could tell that, like,
you
they
could
were-
feel the crunch in the third act.
You could
Yeah.
tell that they needed to get.
But I heard that it's gotten
Also,
better.
I
They updated it a
still
lot.
It
a
has.
billion% agree with your take that the settings at least should have been swapped for Act 2 and 3.
Yes.
Act
Oh
2
my
feels
God,
like the end of the
dude.
game.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, we're gonna go from this like absolutely terrifying, literal land of darkness where there's like evil fog that kills you if you
Everywhere
walk
is
in it,
dangerous. Yeah.
and then you're just gonna go to like a nice little beach town,
yeah.
and that's the end of the game. Is the nice little beach town.
The
city.
scale of Baldur's Gate was so cool, though. Like,
Yes.
No?
I would say it's probably the best rendition of Baldur's Gate in a video game. With that being said, it should be bigger. Should be bigger.
Okay, but I feel like to make it bigger, the game would then have to be like Cyberpunk, where the entire map of the game is the city.
Yes.
Like Night City
Yeah.
feels gigantic because it is an open world video game in a like
Yes.
it feels like you're in a city because that's the entire it's
here's
like
what I would do,
a
Brian.
giant open
Here's
world
my
size game
prescription.
all in a city.
My prescription is /25%.
Just the prescription.
/25%. This is my prescription. /25% of Act 1, /25% of Act 2. Give that 50% to Act 3. Then make everything outside of the city in Act 3 smaller. And then just make the city fill up all
I
that
agree
almost think
with
that-
the Act 1 and making everything outside the city smaller in Act 3. I think Act 2 is perfect. I think Act 2 is
It was-
the perfect
it was-
size
it was,
for it.
yeah.
I think
Act two
Act
was
1 is
really
almost a
like-
little too.
It is, yes.
Oh, you know
Act
what the
1 is too
thing
big.
is though? Ooh, this fired me up. This is the one thing about the entire. There's a few things about the game where if I played through it again, I would be able to make you a list of things I didn't like about it. I did with you when you played it.
Yeah.
The big one was like the map sucks. There's not enough fast travel in Act 2 and Act 3. Act 3 fall off. There's like a whole bunch of things. The rest system, the fact that you can't explore the world at night. Oh my god.
That is really
That
annoying.
one fired
That
me
is
up.
very annoying.
But the
Yeah.
thing that bugged me the most when I played the game is at the end of Act 2, if you go to the north spot by the bridge before you've completed the act, there is this giant army of monsters. A whole goblin
Yes.
cascade. And you never fight them.
Correct.
You never
Yeah.
fight. By the time you get to the end of
Not
Act
even
2,
anything close
you
to
walk
that,
over
no.
there and there's just nothing there
Yeah.
anymore. And
you never
that,
go up that way.
Oh my God, I was so
Because
mad.
you can miss it.
This
Like
is
you
new to
could
me.
just not go that way, but yeah, there is like I remember walking up to it being mortified.
I was like
you ever
overwhelmed.
interact
I
with
was
it?
like, bro, I'm gonna have to go back and come here when I'm like way stronger and kill all these guys. Also, you don't get to like level 20. I understand
it's
why.
level 12.
I understand
Is that
why.
what it is?
Yeah.
12 is the cap.
I understand why 20 isn't available.
Because
It should be
it's
higher.
literal God
It should be
mode
like
in the
16.
game.
It should be like 16. If I'm fighting a Netherbrain, I should be level 16. An undead dragon, give me level 16, dude. Come on. But
No, that's fair.
also party limits, really? Party limits?
Yeah.
Come on. It's 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Give me something bigger.
One other thing too, I really think should be. I get that it could be hard to like incorporate, but I want to be able to start a campaign with 5 of my friends And like I get, even if there's a party limit of 4, I want to be able to like jump in and out. Like if 3 of us are around to play, we can play with 3 of us, and then if 2 of us are around, we can jump in. Like the story can progress, sure, but like let us jump in and out of the party and just make it like X people. Like we all group and level up together.
Like Mouse.
Yeah, because like I would love to do a co-op campaign with my friends. We are all in our late 20s and early 30s. Do you know how hard it is to get 4 of us available at the same time to play this game together?
Especially in like spans of time, more than just one session.
Isn't that a really good representation of D&D though? Haven't they done a great job of representing the struggles of playing D&D? That's you know,
so true.
That's just a true representation. Yeah, they're just giving you a true experience.
So true. All right, let's see what's next.
I
Best
also
on the
didn't really
Steam
care for
Deck.
the story that much, if I'm being totally honest.
That's it could have been better.
The story
It wasn't
was
bad.
probably the worst part of the game. It was
the
fine.
character development and the individual character stories, I think, were really cool. The actual main story,
I didn't care.
Could've been better.
I wasn't
Fine.
too,
Like
I didn't care too
uncovering
much
the
for multiplayer
conspiracy,
stuff.
I was expecting something way cooler, and then you get to the bottom of the conspiracy, and it's just like, oh, these like 3 guys are just like really evil. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
Really?
Okay.
it was very much like a Fallout 3 story in that sense of like the bad guys are really bad because they're bad.
Yeah,
and you're
and
the
it's
good
just
guys
like-
if you
yeah.
want to be, but like you're the good guys because
The
you're good.
twist is that everything is exactly what you expected it to be from the first second of the
music is
game.
You got it.
It's just the song.
Okay, best game on Steam Deck award. I don't own a Steam Deck, so I don't really have any opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Same.
Deck,
I probably never will. own
the
a
fact
Steam
that
Deck. They're really cool. I'm not gonna spend the money on them.
Hot take: how did God of War Ragnarok win though? I thought the whole point of a
I didn't
Steam
think
Deck
that
is
game
that it's
came out
like,
this year.
well, this isn't just games that came out this year.
Oh, okay.
I wonder, like, was this game like actually voted on, or did Steam just take like what was the most played game on
Like,
Steam Deck?
honestly, probably just most of my games. See that?
But like this is the thing is like this isn't like Ragnarok is not the type of game that I picture as being like a game you play on the go. Like all of these other ones,
Yeah, what?
like Deep Rock, Galactic, I'll give you. Balatro, I'll give you. I don't know what Rogue Trader is, but it looks like
yeah,
a-
but Balatro is a game
Rogue
like
Trader is another
Skyrim or Fortnite, where like you could probably play it on your Samsung TV or
I
your
think-
Samsung fridge.
I
Like,
think Balatro should have won this award just because of the amount of people that I've heard say I bought my Steam, like they call their Steam Deck like Balatro playing machines.
right.
That's like what they call the
I
Steam
think
Deck.
Rogue Trader. Yeah, Rogue Trader is like an XCOM type. It's a 40K.
I'm actually
Yeah,
shocked
that's-
Hades 2 is on. I didn't know like early access games were allowed to be on these lists.
I think it's anything available in the Steam store.
interesting.
Have
you played? I haven't played Hades 2.
No, I haven't.
haven't.
I've
I
done.
don't think I'm gonna play
I'm not
it
playing
in
until
early
it's
access.
until it's done.
'Cause I played Hades 1 early access, and then you like get to the end of the game and it's like, thanks, you can't really progress and do like the cool end game stuff
Yeah.
because it's in early access. I'm
Yeah,
like, well, that's
I would rather
not
just
me.
wait.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Balatro should have won.
That
Balatro
being
got-
said,
Balatro got robbed.
Windblown is in early access, and
Well,
I
that's
love
different.
that game.
That's different. I just feel like with this, like if I for whatever reason had like an hour-long break at work, and like I brought my Steam Deck, I'll play a game for an hour. Sure, not playing Ragnarok. Not playing God of
I
War.
just feel like the best game on the Steam Deck is like, what's a game that's like game of the year for you from a previous year that you can now play because it's on Steam.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm surprised that like I bet you one of the like top games for this next year, 2 of the top games for best game in the Steam Deck award are going to be Spider-Man 2 because that's coming to Steam this year, and Final Fantasy Rebirth because that's also coming. To
Also,
Steam in
yeah,
January.
originally wasn't God of War Ragnarok a PlayStation game?
Yeah, but
prior
it
to-
came
yeah.
out on PC this year,
Which is why I thought.
so. Like that's to me the best game on the Steam Deck award is what like popular
What performed the
exclusive
best,
came
yeah.
to Steam this
yeah,
year.
probably. Yeah.
All right, Better with Friends award. Yeah, I mean, well, I will look at the finalists, but I'm assuming that
I'm glad it won something.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say it's better with friends. I'd say it's unplayable.
It's
it's
unplayable
like
without
not fun
friends.
without.
It's just like it's just
Genuine.
When you're by
Genuinely.
yourself, it's not fun.
It's like cool, but it's not fun.
Okay, Satisfactory is a really cool game. I've never played it myself, but I've watched people play it.
It's okay.
It's
not my
I don't know what
favorite.
Sons of the Forest is. I've actually never heard of that until right
It's-
now.
My
it's
hot
the
take
Forest
is
too.
Satisfactory
Oh,
is okay, but it is a really moving the genre of game to 3D was a terrible idea. If you're gonna play a game like that, you should play Factorio, or you should play the one that is
Factorio is
Factorio is
very
crazy,
cool.
and there are
Yeah.
mods in that game that take you 10,000 hours to complete. I think there's a mod for that game that like only 5 people in history have ever completed, or that space game with the stars.
FTL.
This is kind of like a
No, the other one
this is kind of like a
where you like
wacky-
build a space con. I don't remember, but
I know that game. It looks really cool.
I've only ever watched people play it. But
Yeah.
it's Satisfactory is just like very hard to manage. It's more like Arc than it is a Factory.
I kind of love that Power Worlds is like
yeah,
on
this
this
is a very,
list.
Power
again.
World
this
was
is
a
a
lot of
very
fun.
funky lineup.
Yeah.
Power World was a lot of fun. I like Power World.
It's really cool to me that like Power World still has a player base and people who really enjoy the game.
It's a cool because
I'm
it's a
never
good
gonna
concept.
Be a regular player. Yeah.
If you
like-
like survival games, this is like one of the best survival games that's come out in the
I
last
agree.
5 years.
I am very over survival games though. I have literally like if you told me there's a AAA Dune video game coming out, like that's probably going to be awesome. But the AAA Dune video game coming out is an open world survival MMO. Like I think it
was
was
so
something
weird.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't need Dune Rust.
I
Yeah.
would just make like
Rust.
BDO,
That's what it's gonna be.
except
Yeah.
Dune. Honestly, no. You know what I would do? I would just reach out to BDO and I would say, "Hey, do you want to do a Dune collab?" And then I would just put Dune in Black Desert. That's what I would
Yeah.
do.
But like, what if we like?
It's basically already Black Desert.
What if we didn't make it
basically
an
already,
open world
yeah.
MMO? Like,
You just give me a single player game.
Yeah.
Anything in open world MMO. I mean, Star Wars.
You know what I miss? Damn it! You know what I miss? Okay, back in the 90s, when the real
when you were not born.
when the real movie studios, what they would do is they would get together and they would say, "Hey, let's take a game that already exists and just reskin it with our characters, like they did with Aladdin
Or
okay?
Rango.
or the Lion King,
Or Rango.
Okay. Yep. or that Incredibles game or the Finding Nemo game." Okay, like what happened to that? What happened to that? Aiden, what are we doing?
It wasn't me. I
I'm
wasn't
sick
even
of it.
conceived.
Well, I mean, the Mario franchise also did that with Doki Doki Panic. That is what Mario 2
I don't even
is.
know what Doki Doki. Oh, yes, I did know that. Yes. Yeah, I'm really fired up about it because now they're all trying to be creative and what they actually do is they make the 3D equivalent of slopware.
I just wish that I was able to play
Frustrating.
the Rango MMO while
It was an
the servers
MMO?
were online. Yes.
That's insane.
Yes.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I did.
You know what the thing is though? If DreamWorks, I
I
don't
think
know.
everything should be. They should just make a Dune Metroidvania. Everything should just be Metroidvania.
I was gonna go the exact opposite way. I was gonna say everything should be an MMO. I like Disney. Imagine if Disney made an MMO, where like it's like Kingdom Hearts except it's an MMO.
Imagine
I'm
if
surprised they haven't.
Is that a thing? Does that exist?
y'all never played Toontown, huh?
No, I'm not saying Toontown. Toontown did not have. Toontown was like you make a tune. You're not making like a. I'm saying like if you made a
I
Disney
know,
like
I
Disney
know.
Infinity,
Okay.
Ah.
except an MMO.
Toontown
That would be
was-
amazing.
Toontown was a wild,
Toontown was
like.
Should
we just be a
fine.
Toontown stream?
Toontown was fine. I went back and
One
played
active
Toontown.
viewer.
I played Toontown
Yeah.
Reloaded. The game was not as good as I remember it being.
No,
was, like,
it
way-
was not a good game.
It was way more one note than I remember it being as a kid. Like you literally just sit around in the square waiting for the trolley to fill up so that you can go play a mini game, and then you just go back to the
literally.
square.
What was it called? Like
afterwards.
Adventure Quest. That was a better game. than
Adventure Quest
Toontown.
was sick.
I just miss-
Adventure Quest Worlds was the coolest game ever.
I know it was like a scam, but I just kind of miss Toys to Life. Disney Infinity, Skylanders.
Like you
Please.
could also just do
Yeah.
like, I mean, one of the most popular MMOs in the world is Final Fantasy 14. Just make a Kingdom Hearts MMO. You could do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like-
100%.
Yeah.
No, like no doubt in my mind, and that would be honestly. I'm not even crazy for Disney. I'd probably play that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
kinda
a
dope.
Kingdom Hearts MMO could actually
Like, that
be
sounds
really
so
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like Universal should also make like
Yes.
or not
Harry
Dream.
Potter 2.
Can you imagine if
Outstanding
DreamWorks had
visual
one? Like it's
style
like
award.
it's like you can make like a Shrek character and go to Shrek World, or you can make like another DreamWorks property.
Okay.
I just want Shrek.
Let's talk.
I want the
I-
Shrek MMO.
Shrek MMO, yeah.
Let's talk.
Fairy Tale.
Okay, outstanding visual style.
Oh, okay. This is.
I don't really
So,
care. I
I'm
don't care.
playing Nine Souls right now.
Okay.
You have, at this point, you've both heard my rant on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an amazing game. It's an amazing action platformer. The combat system is really fun and like feels very rewarding. It's not a good Metroidvania, and I hate the Metroidvania subreddit in particular. Is just they can't shut up about this game. They're like, people are like it's the best Metroidvania. It's Hollow Knight, and then somebody else like, no, it's better than Hollow Knight. And no, it's not. It's a really good game. It's not a good Metroidvania. It's super linear. There are very few parts where you can kind of like choose where you want to go, or sequence break. The backtracking is like, it's just like, it feels tedious. It doesn't feel fun.
Sure.
Genuinely, I think it'd be a more fun game if it was just level based. If it was like you play this level and you fight this boss,
Just a platformer?
like yeah,
Like traditional just platformer.
or even just kind of like Dark Souls, like kind of like like you continue on through one world in a
Yeah.
linear path,
Yeah.
but like the backtracking doesn't feel fun to do in this game.
Sure.
It's not like, oh, I found these like 3 different areas that I can't really pass into yet. I probably need some sort of upgrade. It's like, this door is locked because you didn't progress far enough yet in the game. And I'm like, okay.
Now I have to go back and
Are
Yeah.
Metroidvanias just Legend of Zelda games in platform?
That there is a discussion to be had there. You could say yes. You could.
They
say
have
no.
to be platformers, right?
kind of, sort of.
I mean, Metroid.
Think of,
Metroid Prime is a Metroidvania, and it's a first-person shooter.
So if it's top-down 2D,
A top-down 2D can be. There's a game I
2D.
played like a year or two ago called. What's it called? I always get the name mixed up with Chained Echoes. It's not that.
Chained together.
Yeah. Unsighted. It's called Unsighted. It is like a top-down, like Diablo style, like
Okay.
game. It is a Metroidvania.
what makes it different than Zelda? The presence of dungeons? What's the...
So it's like really a long debate you can have, but to me, the heart of a Metroidvania is like combat should be secondary to exploration. Exploration is the main progression point of the game, and the upgrades you get need to allow you to explore areas that were previously inaccessible. It's not just this door opens because you beat this guy who gives you the key to get to this place. Technically, the whole map is like accessible, but you can't reach certain areas because you haven't received a certain upgrade that lets you unlock a new area.
Okay.
Like
It should be
in
not limited.
Metroid, like you need like missiles to open doors. Sure, that's like a weapon, but then also like you'll need like a higher jump or like something that lets you traverse an area, something that you were prevented from getting somewhere because you don't have this movement or exploration based upgrade.
So like
that
the,
lets
like
you
the
get-
power gloves are like the heavy boots in Zelda.
Yes, but Zelda is generally more linear than a Metroidvania. You usually can't go that out of order in a Zelda game. It's like you have to go to this dungeon next, and once you do this dungeon, the next story beat will hit. Most of the time, Metroidvanias let you go out of order a little bit.
I would agree with you, with the exception of the fact that the first Zelda game does not have an order.
That one,
And that
I would
is the
say
one that
is
defined it.
the truest, the closest to a Metroidvania in that sense. Except in that one, like you're not really prevented from like.
That's true.
There's not like upgrades you need to get that allow you to go somewhere that you previously couldn't get to. Except
Okay.
maybe bombs. I think maybe you need bombs to get to some areas.
Would bombs really be considered an upgrade, or is that just like a...
Not really.
I-
That's
that's
why,
what I'm saying. It's
like
like,
to
yeah.
me, a Metroidvania needs to include like movement-based upgrades that allow you to access new areas.
traversable
Which
areas?
yes,
Sure.
which Nine Souls has a few of. It is a Metroidvania. It's just not a great Metroidvania. It is a great action platformer.
Okay.
It's just like, and I'm sure like other Metroidvania heads would argue with me till the sun
they'd
dies
also
on
argue
this, but like,
everything till the sun
yeah.
dies. So...
but it's just like one of, if not my favorite genre of games. So I have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I think Nine Souls is a fantastic game. And it's probably the best Metroidvania, which is now also a super oversaturated genre.
Like Souls
But
likes.
but it's probably like the best one to come out this year. It's just not great at what Metroidvanias do. It's great in the mechanics it tries to be great in. The combat's fun, the whole parrying system's really cool. It takes like, which half of the Metroidvanias that come out now have like the Hollow Knight badge system, where it's like you have X
Yeah.
amount of slots and you can insert these in any order
It's a
you
good
want.
system.
It is a good system, but like I also think Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games ever. It's probably the best Metroidvania ever made. It also, I think, did damage to the genre because now people think Metroidvania means Souls-like aspects in combat with highly difficult bosses and like
This is the Dark Souls of XYZ. This is the Hollow Knight of XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Like in Nine Souls description, it literally calls itself a Sekiro-like game. And like because you have parrying, like
That hurts my brain.
Yeah,
But,
like not
it's,
everything. It's
frustrating.
just stupid marketing buzzwords, but like
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
everything needs to be an insert game like.
Well, you remember when they called Cuphead a Souls-like? You remember
Because
that?
it's
Oh, I
hard.
remember that. It's so funny.
And everyone was like really mad
Is
about that
Cuphead
one.
Souls-like? No.
They were like, "This is the Dark Souls of platforming." It's like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's hard?
This is a hard game.
You think Dark
Yeah.
Souls was the first hard game? Jeez,
God.
give me a break.
Okay. So yeah, that has nothing to do with the genre. It is a really pretty hand-drawn game. It looks really nice.
Back in the awards.
I don't love the UI though. The UI, I think I was saying this to you before too. It looks a little like free dev, like free asset from the shop that we're gonna plug into the game, and then kind of stylize it a little bit to look like it fits in with our game. But like when you compare it to, I don't mean to keep just comparing everything to Hollow Knight, but the Hollow Knight UI looks great and it fits in with the game really well, and it doesn't feel like intrusive. It feels a little clunky in Nine Souls, and I hate the map, which is not a good thing in a Metroidvania to hate the
I
map.
feel like I remember you making this mistake multiple times. So if the map isn't good, the game isn't good for a Metroid. For a
Yeah.
Metroidvania.
For most games,
For
dude,
most
if your
games.
map's
Yeah.
not good,
If
like,
you have a game that needs a map and the map isn't like
Helpful.
functional and attractive, you've done something wrong.
Cyberpunk, I think maybe has the best map of any game I've
Cyberpunk's
ever
a
played.
really, really good map.
I love the I love the actual map in
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. I love the mini map. Like getting anywhere. Like there's a reason that like if you ask most people who have finished Cyberpunk and played it once or twice, you don't really fast travel much ever. Because
No.
like
What's
you
your
don't
drive
feel like
Not
you
much of
need
a
to.
point.
It's
Yeah, you
fun
get
to
around
drive
fast enough.
around, and like the line on the mini map is so good at telling you where you need to go
Mhm.
all the time.
I would say that and Grand Theft Auto 5 are probably my top two maps of all time in video
Well,
games.
I think they also do a very good job of distributing points of interest and like,
Yes.
like things along the way you can stumble into.
Yeah. Most innovative gameplay. Liar's
This
Bar.
game looks so cool to me.
What do you play, poker?
You
Play,
like
like
Bar games.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
dice, poker.
It's kind of like a social deception game, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised it won.
I actually am too. But
I don't think it's.
I don't understand
very
how there are.
innovative.
I don't.
How are there
know
two
how-
sequel games on the most innovative gameplay award finalist? Aren't those sequels?
I've never played Helldivers 1. I'm pretty sure Helldivers 2 is very different.
It's
Oh, I have heard that
Completely
actually.
different. Helldivers
Yeah.
1 is isometric.
What about
top-down,
Stalker?
isometric.
yeah.
Stalker, no,
I'm pretty sure Stalker 1 is a lot like Stalker 2. Stalker 2 just expanded on the mechanics.
Satisfactory is not innovative.
Think
Hate to
of-
say it.
Okay, but like Balatro, like
Balatro
kind of isn't
not.
either.
No, Balatro is
It like
poker.
tweaks.
It's poker with new rules.
Well,
which
yeah,
if
that's
you
why I'm saying
if you've
Liar's
ever
Bar-
sat down at a table with people and played poker, you probably already played poker with different rules because that's how every poker table
Well,
works.
that's
Yeah.
why I say Liar's Bar isn't very innovative because it's just bar games online where you're playing as like animals.
Yeah. Okay. So none of these should have won. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah, these are all terrible
I think
games.
okay. I know,
They're
I
all
know I-
terrible.
No,
games.
you can't say Helldivers should have won.
It's a different
Helldivers
game.
is
Helldivers is a
Helldivers
third-person
just Left
shooter.
4 Dead 2.
Oh, I
It's
know.
a third-person shooter.
I mean,
man.
innovative from the first iteration.
Sure, but like as a most innovative
Oh,
game,
yeah.
like none of these are
bringing a
really-
fresh perspective and brain-breaking surprises.
Brain breaking. The only brain breaking about Liar's Bar is the gun.
The coolest thing about Helldivers 2 was like you could do like little Street Fighter combos to make things happen.
True.
And
That's cool.
even that was like really just cumbersome for people on Xbox and PS4 because I would play with a macro and then I would just like launch Death Stars with like a press of a button and they would get really mad. It was very funny. Best game you suck at.
Okay, this is actually just the what FromSoft title came out this year. That's literally what the genre is, and since one didn't come out, what's closest to a FromSoft
This game wasn't hard.
We'll see the
Um,
finalists.
I'm
surprised Sparking didn't
Ghost
win
of
that.
Tsushima was like an easy game. I don't get how that's on here.
It's a Souls-like.
Well, the
What's
finals
so
is also that's just like an online. That's just like literally just an online.
As someone who
shooter.
played the finals, it's not hard.
it's not very. Hard.
It's just unbalanced. It's just super unbalanced.
Okay, I also don't understand how 9 Souls isn't on this list. The whole point of the game is like super difficult combat.
How did
with hard
Tekken 8 not
bosses.
win?
I don't understand how 3 of these games are dominated by online.
I think the only game that makes sense here is Tekken 8. Because Wukong is just Jedi Fallen Order. Ghost of Tsushima isn't that hard. The finals is unbalanced.
Like, we've
And
all played
I don't know,
Ghost of
Dragon Ball.
Tsushima here?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's not a hard game. It's just like a really fun, pretty game. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't feel like I died that much when I played it.
And I'm bad at games.
Yeah, I'm not great at
Yeah,
games
like,
either. Like,
yeah.
Elden Ring is like too hard for me, and that's like the easiest FromSoft game.
Tekken
it's not
8,
too hard, but
Tekken
it's
8
hard.
is, I've heard, very hard. I heard every Tekken game.
Well,
is
every
very
Tekken game is
hard,
very hard. So that's the only one.
This is so funny.
though. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
won
this is
the
so
soundtrack.
Deserved.
Wait, what's the finalist? Silent Hill 2 didn't win. That's actually surprising to me. Silent Hill 2 has a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like very
Frostpunk too.
atmospheric.
Honestly, if it was sound design, I want to say Frostpunk 2, because oh wow,
But it's not.
The ambience, just the ambience
Yeah.
of that game is so
Well,
like
that's
mechanical. And,
one of
like,
the big-
people-
It's cleaning up.
Wait, outstanding story-rich game award. Am I?
Are you bugging?
I'm trying to think of what I want to say here. I don't want to offend an entire culture, but is this not just like? Isn't this game just like a rip from like a standard Chinese myth? Yeah.
Yes, and that's also literally what Nine Souls is too.
Like
I think genuinely, I think it's just because people playing these games in Steam are not familiar with any of that lore and history. So any sort of story from like an Eastern culture is gonna seem innovative and new to them.
But even at that, like, it wasn't really that crazy. It's just like, here's a monkey man who's angry at the gods. Look at him go.
I think that's a very cliche story.
Mouthwashing.
It makes
and
us
Ghost
feel
of
things.
Tsushima,
Like,
I think, are the two here that actually should have.
When you play
I love
Wukong, like,
Mouthwashing.
do you feel
I thought it was so cool.
things? Does Wukong make you feel things? Are you emotional watching this monkey man beat up giants?
I'd rather play Star Wars.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Ghost of Tsushima is the game on this list. That
Tsushima probably should have won.
I would be actually excited to see them adapt that into like another visual.
Yeah,
medium,
I don't-
Whether it's like a
Sure.
movie or
I don't.
Sure.
I don't.
I really think like a Castlevania style animated series of Ghost of Tsushima would be amazing.
Did anyone play 16?
No, I didn't.
I didn't. I saw the trailer. It looked really cool.
It does look
It
really
looks
cool.
super cool, but I didn't play it.
And like Final Fantasy stories generally are really good.
I heard Tsushima was like really good.
You should play that. I feel like you would really enjoy that game. You should play it. Mouthwashing was
I think
also
the breaking down of mouthwashing was very, very cool.
yeah.
Like very, very. I was so into it.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this game before. Right?
Really?
Now. What is mouthwashing?
It's like a, I guess like it's like a psychological horror.
Oh, it looks like the Stanley Parable. Oh, I did see this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like very popular.
It's almost like it's basically a walking sim. But
Okay.
like
Sit back and relax. Farming Simulator 25.
Farming Simulator
No.
25.
No.
I'm surprised the cozy gamers didn't go harder at this, but
That's
I feel like a
crazy.
lot of them are Switch gamers and they're
Who
not playing
plays-
games on Steam.
who's playing Farming Simulator? Like, do you know anyone?
House Flipper too?
Oh, can you go ask them when my cookies are gonna be coming out?
TCG
Like,
card shop. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, I heard
Pokemon
that one
Pocket
was.
was-
I heard that one was pretty good. TCG Card Shop. I watched Moist Critical play it for like 10 minutes,
Pokemon trading card game.
and I was already bored. Web fishing. That looks like an
This
Animal
looks
Crossing
adorable.
character.
I've heard people go crazy for web fishing. I'm actually surprised that didn't win.
It's only $5, and
It's
it's got
$5,
50,000
it's got
reviews.
50,000
Oh my
reviews,
god!
and it came out 3 months ago.
Yeah, this game was like crazy. It
I didn't
is-
hear anything about this.
Is it literally just the Animal Crossing fishing? game?
Yeah, it is. It's just
Like
like
they
cute,
look like
and you
Animal
play with your
Crossing
friends.
characters. Oh, it is just Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you play with your friends, and it's just like cute. It's just like
Do you remember
it's
the
a
Wii
chat
fishing
room
game?
focused fit.
Yeah.
This actually looks like it could be so fun and
Oh,
It's adorable.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know what though? This is a good thing because you ever play Minecraft with your friends and then you talk to them and you just wind up doing parkour in circles around your house for like 3 hours?
Yeah.
This is like the mindless type of game that you need when you're on voice chat with like your friends at 2 a.m.
Yeah, like
It's like you don't want to go to
in the
bed,
trailer
but
when they were
like
spinning
you're
around
falling
the tree,
asleep doing
just
nothing
do
in
that,
the game.
talk to your friends.
This is what we needed. This is what the people needed.
I've had that kind of experience with a couple friends playing. I can't remember the name of it right now. The like mini golf VR
golf.
game.
Golf with friends. Is that not what it's
No,
called?
no, golf
Golf
with
with
Friends
Friends
is
is
great too.
iconic.
I can't remember the name of it.
I know
right
what
now,
you're talking
but
about.
It's like so fun.
Yeah.
Like it's like I mean it's VR, but like it feels like the most realistic mini golf game I've ever
PGA
played.
Tour.
And like I don't know, it's just really that was the last award though.
That's what I would do with I would do that with Dying Light. We just all like run around. Park
I've never heard of
City.
Tiny Glade before.
What's Penny Glade?
Looks cute. I'm assuming you just.
Oh, that's
build a-
adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
you
this
build like
lighting.
a
These
man.
graphics are beautiful.
The graphics are absolutely gorgeous in this. Yeah.
oh, this is
Wait, are there like rules, or is it literally
Aw,
just a building
You
game?
build a diorama.
Okay, so it's just a
That's
building
so
game. There's no
yeah.
like rules or anything, except that it
Explore
has to be like
gridless
physically
building.
possible, I guess.
As the game adorns your glades with
this is actually
detail.
beautiful.
Oh, so like it goes through like seasons in time. That's really okay. This looks so cute.
Yeah, but I need a game with like stakes though. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I do need.
I will never play this.
No.
It looks really cute.
I need like a colony sim, like like that game with the beavers.
Frostpunk.
I buy every Animal Crossing game that comes out, and I play them for like a week, and then I never touch them
Yeah.
again.
There was this really cool. I used
And
it
I
for,
get in that game like you can pay off your mortgage, and there's like a thing to do, but even still,
That's crazy.
Like,
I need higher stakes. That's why I like Stardew or like Harvest Moon.
There was this game I used for D&D, just because I'm looking at Tiny Glade right now. I used for D&D map building. It's called Canvas of Kings. It's not even a game. It's just a map building software in Steam. But it's super cool. It's like in early access. That's what this just reminds me of that.
okay.
But it's it kind of like looks like a paper map, but like it has a bunch of presets and there's like a modding community. It's super cool.
All right. That's the Steam Awards.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming up this year in gaming that you guys are very excited about?
Silk Song
Silk
question
Song.
mark. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
After hearing me just go on about Hollow Knight, I'm sure you also know that Silk Song is top of my list.
I'm
too.
excited for. The
I'm really
new
excited to
Civ.
play Silk Song on the Switch too.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
Switch 2.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I need a Switch 2 to replace my Switch 1 that doesn't work.
Yeah,
I'm excited about the new Civ game. I think GTA is supposed to come at the end of the year,
it
Yes,
is.
GTA 6.
which obviously that's
Most anticipated game of the year.
the
Yeah.
most anticipated. That might be the most anticipated video game of all time.
Probably.
Skyrim.
That one, I mean, of the ones that have come out, like obviously Half-Life 3 is probably more anticipated, but like
Is that coming
it's
out?
never gonna happen.
It's
Yeah,
never
why?
gonna happen.
It's never
Half-Life Alyx was incredible.
Honestly, the best linear game in VR.
Oh, easily.
100%. It is,
Easily.
I think it's
Yeah.
the most game-feeling game in VR.
Yes.
I feel like so many VR games feel like demos, like kind of like this is what VR can do.
Yeah.
That's the most game-feeling game,
100%.
which is not an uncommon take. You know?
I'm sure the new Batman game is really good. I just haven't played it yet. And Asgard's Wrath is really good, but it's not as good as
Is
Half-Life.
Steam
Oh,
still
it's-
open?
What?
Is Steam still open?
Yeah.
It's making noise.
I hear.
I
Oh,
don't-
it's
I don't
probably
see
the
it on the
trailer
task
for the
I
game.
hear Tiny Glade is
Sorry.
playing this whole time.
Oh, it was on the Chrome. I was looking for it on the taskbar. I was like, where is Steam?
Sorry.
I am also very excited for Elder Scrolls 6, which hopefully we will hear something about this year.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not expecting the
Get your
game to
hopes
come
up.
out. I just want them to say, "Hey, we're working on the game still."
I've talked a lot about Avowed. I'm excited to play Avowed. It comes out next month.
That should be cool.
This month
the
we
new
get Hyperlight Breaker.
what's the new
I don't know.
You ever play Hyperlight Drifter?
No, I had.
Outer Worlds 2? That's another
Sorry.
one. Getting Outer Worlds 2.
We'll add it to the list.
Outer Worlds 2.
I'm
Should be
gonna
cool.
pull up the trailer
Yes.
for.
I'm excited for Outer Worlds too.
I'm aware of Hyperlight Drifter because that's like one of the biggest Game Maker Studio games that ever came out.
So Hyperlight
And I
Drifter. I'll
was
show
really
you that
into Game Maker
first.
Studio.
Hyperlight Drifter is.
It's like the top-down thing.
I might have
Yeah,
seen it before.
it's the
Oh, I've seen this.
what's the one we played on stream?
The Solar Ash.
Solar Ash. Yeah,
Oh.
Solar Ash takes place in like this universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, like it's like a top-down kind of like action.
Oh, this
Okay,
looks
at
dope.
the time this
Probably-
game came out, though, this art style was brand new.
Yes.
This
yeah,
was like
it-
this
art style
game
is,
did it
like,
first.
Old and tired now.
Um,
This came out in like 2013, I think.
And they did
This
such a
looked
good job of it.
incredible
Yeah.
What's
when it
tired?
came out.
I still love this art style. All the time.
This was mind blowing when it came out though, because they made this on Game Maker Studio is a garbage engine. This and Undertale are like the only two games that have ever come out on that engine.
I highly
This is
recommend
beautiful.
this game. You can beat it in a day. Beautiful game.
Where to get it on?
You can buy it on
No,
Steam.
not
I think the
release
Switch
engines,
has
but-
it.
Yeah, and, like you can get it on, like,
Xbox,
every
I think they
platform.
sell it on.
It's probably like pretty cheap now.
Yeah.
So
It's right there. There's the.
Oh,
It's
is there?
your top recommendation.
Yeah, this is very pretty. And like I know that it's like it's tired animation at this point, or a tired like art style.
So Hyperlight
Okay.
Breaker is coming out soon.
Okay.
Completely different style.
Yeah,
of
I
game.
saw this. It's a 3D game.
It's
yeah.
a 3D roguelike open world game. So like I think it's almost like Monster Hunter-esque, where like you're kind of just going out and collecting resources to like build new, which I'm kind of concerned about because I don't like Monster Hunter games.
It looks like Risk of Rain mod.
A lot of people have said like they're just getting Risk of Rain vibes from
The
it.
damage numbers are the same damage numbers as Risk of Rain.
This game came out when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Actually, it was called Fusion Fall.
It looks really pretty though, and the gameplay looks like might be like super fun. Like traversing playing this with like a friend or two, I feel like could be awesome. I'm just like concerned that it's gonna feel like I don't know. I kind of would have rather them just make another game in the Hyperlight Drifter style.
This just like the city's cool. This little city, that looks cool.
I'm definitely going to play the game.
Uh-huh.
I am cautiously optimistic. I think it'll be really fun, but I know there's a chance that like they just tried to do something new, but it just feels like a bunch of other games.
It just looks like I can't get over how Risk of Rain it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I will never be able to talk my friends into playing this. So
Well, I guess we're not friends then.
my friends that I play video games with.
I'm excited to play full release Windblown.
Me too.
Yeah.
This comes out this month though, or
Okay.
early next month. So I am really excited to at least try it out.
Like if I just feel like if I they also have the glider.
I think as I get older, though, I care less about roguelikes. Because, like, I don't have the time to sit for, like, 4 hours a day and just, like, dump runs into a roguelike. And I kind of rather just play a 10 to 60 hour single-player game that I can play over a period of time and finish the game. Like, when I was really depressed, Binding of Isaac was amazing because I could sit in my room and play it all day.
Forever.
But like, I have a job, a full-time job, and grad school, and other responsibilities, and like, I don't know how. Like, I'm gonna try this game, but like, if I love it, what am I only gonna play this game now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I just feel like I don't know. It just looks like kind of from where it came from. It looks a little uninspired. Also, I'm so tired of the Zelda, like the Zelda and Genshin Impact's glider system. Like Sanema climbing.
I mean,
whatever.
there's a reason that it works really well because it feels really good to traverse a world in that style.
I know, but it's also just like not that it's overdone even, but like it's so simplistic. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Arceus Legends did something like that too,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Well, every game does this now. I want it to feel
Power
like
World did.
Just
Yeah.
Cause 3 or 4. Every glider
Yes.
should feel like Just Cause 4.
Where I can just like fly across the
Yes.
map. Yeah.
Give me a
Yeah.
grappling hook and a paraglider, and I'm good.
All right. So what else are you guys excited about in gaming?
Fortnite Season 7,
Okay.
OG Season 2.
I honestly, that's what I said to my friends. Was my prediction is that Fortnite OG
Is gonna keep
is going to, well, it has to because
Yeah.
they have a OG Battle Pass, which means that they're gonna have a Battle Pass for OG Season 2. But what they're gonna do is they're just gonna cut the game after Season 5 ends, and then OG is gonna be the only thing you can play. And it's just gonna traverse through the game all the way over
It's
again.
gonna-
And they're just
That
gonna
would
go
be
in
crazy.
cycles. And then like imagine like every 5 years they're like, guys, Fortnite reset again, let's hop on. like
Yo, Season 1's back. OG.
Season 1's back again, guys.
That's crazy.
That's what I think.
Slay
is
the
gonna
Spire
happen.
2?
Yeah, I hate the art style. I wish the art style kind of stayed like it was in the old game.
Can you full screen? I can't see very well.
It looks drawn.
I don't know.
Is there
I
a new
just,
character?
like
Oh, this is it. Oh, I like the Reaper. That's super cool looking.
I'm excited for the game. I really like don't love how it looks.
I don't think it looks too far off. Oh.
Wait, what?
It looks
Pull
more
up the original.
animated, I guess you could say.
What did the original look like?
Yeah, if you want to pull up the original. What do you mean? Oh, they got rid of the. Oh, never mind. Oh,
As an outsider, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference if you showed me both games.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of agree with him, especially. But as someone who's not an outsider, I don't really see much difference. It looks newer. It looks more animated, I'd say.
But like,
I guess
this
in
game
UI.
didn't try to look new. Like, it had
Sure.
a very distinct style, and like, if you're gonna just try to make the game look a little like, it looks like they tried to put like 3D models into the game more, whereas this
The
looks
Darkest
kind
Dungeon
of just
effects?
like, yeah, but like when Darkest Dungeon went from Darkest Dungeon 1 to 2,
It was
2 was completely different and like
love it.
looks like,
and I love it.
yeah, no, I think 2 looks like
Yeah, but they
awesome.
kept the art style the same.
Yeah.
Like the stylization of the game is the same. It's just they use
I don't
different
know. It's
models.
just like
Like the game is still like very, it's atmospherically the same, you know.
I know like money, but I would have preferred they just get like official Steam modding support for the first game.
Oh, I see this now. Okay. No, yeah, it's definitely more animated than it was before.
Yeah,
Which I think I like better.
okay.
It's more detailed and a little more animated. Also, I think that the attack, like the deer killing you, that was dope.
But it also still,
just
it looks
feels a
kind of
little-
cheap.
It feels a little Pokemon to me. When Pokemon finally started having the Pokemon actually battle each other, and it's just like, okay, like I'm supposed to think this is way cooler now because like they're moving towards each other, but like
I just
I don't
saw legendary like Argon Acreus just like do like a spin move and then run at me.
I always thought it would be really like, it wouldn't be good because it wouldn't feel like compelling gameplay. But I always thought it would be interesting to have like a turn-based game where you take your turns, like the character models are like still, right? And you just see like the numbers and effects on each other, and you do the entire battle. And then once the battle is over, the scene plays out of all of the attacks you
That
just
sounds
did.
super cool.
You know what I mean? Like you get to
Wait.
like watch the fight sequence instead of being like, I slash and then I
Yeah.
go back and then I wait and then they come and attack me. Like you select all the attacks and the number, their
Almost
health
like-
goes down and up.
like
and stuff,
plugging
and
in a
so,
code.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like that would be, in theory, that could look really cool.
Spencer, you know how to code. Let's make a video game.
I
Do
know
you
how
have
to
thoughts on
code
that?
like Unity 1. I think that could be cool. I think it could be cool, but I think it would have to be like, that would have to be the style of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that it would make sense for like a game like Pokemon to run like that. But I think if you made
No, I
a
agree.
game
No, yeah.
within the turn-based genre and like the gimmick of the game is like turn your battles into like full-time movies, like or like
Yeah.
real-time
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
that would be like a cool concept. I agree. Coming to early access 2025. Give me a break. What do you mean?
Yeah, we are getting a little crazy with the early access.
I like the
stuff
parentheses
now, huh?
still.
Dude, this is the thing.
Borderlands 4 is coming out. Which
Oh, that's
I'm
a big one, yeah.
Cautiously optimistic about.
It's big.
Do we have video?
Oh, Doom the Dark Ages. That one
Yeah,
actually
that's
looks pretty
gonna be
cool.
sick. That game's gonna be
That
so
looks pretty cool.
Is there like actually a full trailer for this game now?
So, this is my take on Borderlands now. Whether or not I like the game, whether or not I think the game is cool, is entirely contingent on whether or not I like the playable characters.
That's fair.
That's fair. I think I'm a little tired of the humor, honestly.
Oh, very
for
tired
sure.
of it.
Okay.
I've been saying this for years, okay? I hate this
Is there any
stupid
actual like gameplay
this
or is
this
this just like
Rick
a
and Morty
cinematic trailer?
nonsense that we've been doing where we're afraid to take ourselves seriously, okay? You have like this awesome setting. No, hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I hate the characters. I hate them. I hate them.
Okay.
I kind of like the guy with the big muscles.
What is that, a pod racer? No, but this is I hate it. Okay,
Wait, what do you
let me
hate
tell you
about
why
them?
I hate it. Let me tell you why I hate it, okay?
What's
I'm
that?
looking at 4 distinct characters, okay? Not a single one of them. They're all just like bland. There's so having a background into the game, I could tell you that's probably the commando, that's the bruiser, that's the siren, and that's like the
Techie.
4th, whatever role that they always
Engineer.
have.
I don't
But
really care what they look like. I'm playing a
in
first-person
one-
game.
It's not about what they look like, Brian. It's about their vibe. It's about the vibe that they cultivate, okay? In Borderlands 2, you had Gunzerker, right? Salvador, who was awesome, okay? And like you kill people and he goes, nah, 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 and like, you know, he like says some nonsense and that's awesome. Then you have Zero,
Zero
okay?
was dope. I always
Who's like
liked
the,
Zero.
the crazy assassin guy.
I'm glad we all agree
And then
that
you
he's
have
the
like
coolest.
the boring commando guy who's like boring in commando, and then you have like an awesome siren lady. In one, you have Mordecai, who's like this tall, lanky sniper dude, and then you have Brick, who's like a bruiser and he's an idiot. You have Roland, who's like the coolest guy ever, and then you have the siren lady, Maya, and she's like super cool and edgy and badass. And then you have these 4 guys who are just like
Who haven't said a word yet,
boring.
for the record.
Boring.
Yeah, but you don't
Let the
know
record
that. Like,
speak.
you just don't
Okay.
like the look.
But you know what? They didn't say anything in the Borderlands 2 trailer either.
I like
And
the
you knew the
Siren's
vibe
jacket.
immediately. Pull up the Borderlands 2 trailer.
Hold on, I want to see like the gameplay trailer for this.
The Siren's jacket's cool.
It looks really good.
The graphics are
graphically.
good. Yeah. I hate it. I hate the characters.
I mean, I'm gonna play it anyway. I love the franchise.
Even 3. I feel like 3 had some really cool characters.
I can't remember.
I remember the robot and
Oh.
the 4-legged siren or 4-armed
I
siren.
like the Technomancer.
I just
Technomancer was a good one. Necromancer. Borderlands 2, the train trailer, the intro
I
to
know
the game.
exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, not a single one of those characters says a word the entire time,
But you know.
and it is awesome. Is this it? No, this is not it.
Oh, you said
This
the
is-
Borderlands 2 trailer.
No, I meant the intro. The intro sequence.
I also can't hear the trailer.
I also can't hear anything, but that's just because YouTube is muted. I
Well,
think.
yeah, it is muted because it's Borderlands, so I don't know what they say in the trailer.
Oh, that's fair.
So
That is
yeah.
a fair.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cut to like a minute.
Okay, this has nothing to do with how cool the characters are.
Wait,
This whole
wait.
sequence was
Wait,
just
hold
really
on.
cool.
No, because it does. Because it does,
No,
and you're
I
wrong.
get what Spencer's
okay.
saying.
Wait until the characters show up. Okay. Because it does. It does.
You
They
can tell-
all do their.
yeah.
They all do their little power. They all do their little ability, and it's awesome and it's cool and it's
Okay,
sick.
but you
okay?
haven't seen this for Borderlands 4 yet.
Oh, what are
You
they
only
gonna
just
do?
saw a trailer.
I'm
That's
gonna see
fair.
4 characters who walk in, carbon copies, lame, doing the same thing. Oh, look, I got 4 humans on deck. Boring.
You don't
Boring.
know
Kill
that.
me. They all look exactly the same. Look at this. Look at this right off the bat. 4 completely different looking characters, different color schemes, different aura, different vibe. Okay, and like you look at them and you go, okay, I know all 4 of these guys are gonna have like different powers, abilities, whatever. I also feel like they're leaning into the cell shading thing too much now. They've gone a little bit too far into the cell shading.
I think it's just a newer software kind of thing. I think that this is kind of a.
See, like he's doing like his
He's
like
so boring.
yeah, he is boring, but like that's like his thing is he's like the classic boring. You
Yeah.
know? Like you know what
I
you're
think
getting.
that
He's
this
like the
is-
human fighter.
I think
okay?
this is like a classic Spencer, like too early to tell kind of take. I kind of agree.
Look
but
at
only
like
because
the
I
look
can
at like the
see where like
look at like the hold on. Look at like the look at like the splash art there, okay?
Yeah.
That splash art tells you everything you need to know about this character.
well
Okay.
that's
You
not
haven't seen splash art for the new characters.
They're probably
yet.
not gonna make any because this game sucks already. Look, there he is.
Oh,
Salvador.
God.
Salvador, dude.
I did love Salvador.
The Gunzerker, okay? Come on. And look at how like he's got like weird proportions.
He's a short
Like
king.
that's the other thing. These characters are all weirdly proportioned. Okay, that's another thing that I feel like like they're like comic book characters. A comic book character tells you everything that you need to know just from looking at them, right? You know everything about them.
Okay.
If I show you a picture of Batman and you have no pretext, you're gonna be like, oh, this is like a grumpy, moody, like buff guy who doesn't say a lot and he like skulks around in the shadows. Okay.
Sure.
You show me those 4 characters. The only thing I know. You ready? The only thing I know. That guy's the big guy. Wow.
I know that guy's the big
Storytelling.
guy. I know the guy on the left looks like he's from Cyberpunk, and I know the guy on the girl on the right looks pretty cool, and I like the Siren's jacket. I like the girl on the right, honestly, but that's like a very basic engineering.
But I don't know
you
anything about them, dude.
Like
What
big
are they
pants, no
telling me with
shirt.
their outfits? I have to read into it. Okay?
Yeah.
Like they're not there's not really a lot of there's no show don't tell except for the giant, except for the buff dude.
Oh, he doesn't have an arm. That's all.
I don't know.
See, even watching the gameplay,
I'm
not
excited
gaining
for it.
anything.
I'm excited for it.
I'm curious. to see
I'm a
where it's going.
hater. I'm a hater.
I can tell.
I am a hater at my core.
Well, we know.
I'm a hater at my core. I am very excited about Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah,
though.
Doom Dark Ages is
Dying Light's coming out with a new game. I don't know anything about that.
I just played Doom Eternal again. Because, like, you could beat it in, like, 5 hours if you've played it before.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't played
easily
any of the
play
new
it.
Doom games.
Like,
I haven't
that's
played
so
any.
crazy,
I haven't played
and you
any
should
Doom
play
game
both of
ever.
them.
I haven't even played like the old ones.
You should absolutely play Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
I just really like the way this one looks. I'm very excited about it.
Arguably,
Like fantasy
only for
Doom.
like
I think it's funny.
the kind of old game look, I kind of like 2016's look better.
Oh, I still think, like, after having just played Eternal again, I still think I like 2016 more. I get that Doom Eternal just expands on everything, and like when it clicks for you, it's like the combat is like second to none in an FPS. But 2016 was like when I played Doom 2016,
Like, it was
I
grinding
I
the
have
best
never
way.
played a game like this before.
Yeah.
Like,
I also feel like it
this
looks
looks so good.
It looks awesome.
This looks
Yeah.
so good.
This looks sick.
also like it's so creative.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel like for Doom, like you know what you're doing already. You already have like the gameplay pretty much figured out. You don't need to innovate on the gameplay at all. You just need to add new elements to the
Well,
gameplay.
That's already like Doom 2016 to Doom Eternal was just that. It's like,
Yeah, just
remember
give
that
me,
game
like-
you really liked. We just added more
Yeah,
stuff.
give me like
Well,
new guns,
that's what I'm
cool
saying. I
guns,
think
new
especially-
environment, and that's it. New
And
enemies.
especially
That's
in
it.
Doom, like if anything, what was kind of like very stagnant was the weaponry. You wouldn't see like you'd see maybe 1 or 2 new guns per game.
Dude,
This
get a
is
giant
all
mech.
so like
I feel like this is kind of like where the Pokemon games get lost a little bit.
sure.
Is
Sure.
like I feel like, dude, Pokemon, all we want, dude. I don't need you to give me a new fancy bike. Okay, that's also a legendary
this game
Pokemon.
looks
Don't need it.
awesome.
Here's what I need you to do, bro. Give me 200 new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not 20 new Pokemon and then like 100 reskins.
Also,
Okay.
I
Give
just-
me 200 new Pokemon.
Also, can we start shelving generations? If we're in a new area.
That's a controversial one.
I don't care.
Because here's the thing: somebody, if you're getting rid of a Pokemon, you just got rid of somebody's favorite, and now they're not gonna play the game anymore.
Okay. I just think that like
And what are you gonna do when they get to your favorite generation? Because I'll tell you,
I'll
once they shelve Generation 3,
all I'm, saying
I'm
is
out.
I'll play this series of games that take place in Gen 3 that have the 200 Pokemons within
This-
Gen 3. You know.
I don't know, maybe.
Does not look good enough for a new game.
Is this a new
I like
This
the
is
graphics. I think they look
Pokemon Legends
interesting.
ZA.
This looks like X.
I like this. I like the borderless graphic thing. I think that looks neat.
I think this still just looks like X and Y. I don't know. I think Pokemon games have looked
This
the same
looks
since
like a beginning of PS4 game.
It looks like a Slime Rancher.
that's a crazy comparison.
I do. Oh, it's the girl. It's the girl. You remember the girl? Like the biggest
wait.
Easter egg in that entire game. Wait, I'm
Yeah.
confused. Is this like an
Oh.
X and Y remake? I thought this was a Legends
Wait, yeah,
game.
what?
It is a Legends game.
Because that's
that's
the Elite Four.
Yeah. Well, because I feel.
Well, it's Pokemon ZA. So is it the continuation of X and Y?
Oh, if it is, I kind of have to play it.
Pokemon Legends
Z
Z.
hyphen A.
Now I'm confused. Because now I feel like they're doing Pokemon Legends, but they're also doing X
It's
Y
also the same
continuation.
outfit. It's the same character outfit as X and Y.
Well, it's Zygarde. This is Z. Zygarde. Pokemon Z.
I don't know.
Zygarde. He's the third for X and Y. You remember everyone was like, oh, they're going to make X, Y, and Z, and the Z is going to be for Zygarde. He's the giant green snake guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No. That's
Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde.
This is a fan-made trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's the concept trailer.
That's why it looks just like X and Y.
Okay, my bad. I just looked up trailer and clicked gameplay trailer. I just clicked on this. Yeah, okay.
Okay, but where do they get the footage from? Because that's
I don't
definitely
know.
not footage from X and Y.
Probably just wait.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like all 3D Pokemon games have looked the same since 3D Pokemon games have started becoming 3D. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting. What is going on here?
Yeah, okay, there is
Is this
like,
about like the
no
construction
actual
of
gameplay.
Lumiose?
Yeah, why?
I think this is like the construction of Lumiose. Yeah, urban redevelopment plan. Okay.
Okay.
So this is like before Lumiose City existed, I guess. Probably.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Which makes sense because it would follow the Legends theming of like way back in time. That would be sick. Oh my god, Aiden, you just cracked it. What the hell? You just cracked it, dude. Why don't... No, forget about cassette beasts, bro. Give me a Pokemon game set in like Patrick Bateman 80s, bro. That would be insane. That would be so crazy. Can you imagine American Psycho Pokemon? Like you're just like in like the pinnacle of the 80s and you're just like the retro funk 80s and you're playing Pokemon in the retro funk 80s and you got like a DeLorean Pokemon.
I just realized that we're up to Black and White for remakes.
Yes.
That's very exciting.
But here's the trick is that Black and White already got remakes. So
no,
what are
they
we gonna
got
do?
sequels.
That's true. So are we just going to do remakes and then sequels of remakes?
I mean, no, it's just one game, Black and White 2 on one cartridge.
Pokemon as a franchise is close. That's all I have to say.
No, I'm saying like are we going to do
genuinely the Legends at like spin I think can save the franchise. That just needs to become the mainline games and they need to stop making Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Is that what is current, or is that just like an example? Is that the current game, or is that
What?
Scarlet Violet?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
Okay.
It was okay. It definitely wasn't great, and it feels more like a spin-off than a mainline.
I am excited for Avowed. I think
A new Mafia game? That's kind of wild. I don't know, no one probably cares.
A new what?
Mafia.
Oh,
I'm surprised that the company even still exists. I saw Avowed. We talked about Avowd.
This looks fun. It doesn't really look good, like graphically.
It looks.
It doesn't look that good.
It looks awful, actually.
It looks the same as Outer Worlds. I don't think it looks bad.
It does no, but it doesn't look great. Like
I just think the character animation's like.
Yeah, it's
very-
that's what it is. But that's
Yeah.
also it's the same that they've been using since Outer Worlds, for sure.
It looks like a modern. This is like what Skyrim 6 will look like. Elder Scrolls.
But you know what? I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't really care about the animation being bad as long as the game
game is
comes
fun.
out with
if it comes
on
out,
like a
it's-
decent development cycle. I feel like the problem is that people have gotten so bound up in like the game needs to look great that we've gotten to the point now where
What's
you'll get a
Arc
game
Raiders?
delivered 2 years late and it still plays like garbage, but it
Yeah.
looks amazing.
What is Arc Raiders?
Oh, Deltarune, let's go.
an extraction shooter.
What Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
That's really lame. That picture looks way cooler.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I that's why I was curious.
What's the mouse game? What's up
That
with
actually looks. It's a boomer shooter. That's like Mickey
Oh,
Mouse
I've seen it.
themed.
It's super cool.
That's really funny, actually. I really like that. Didn't we just say like a while ago that like Cuphead was really cool and they should adapt it into more games?
Yeah,
I think I've seen early access of this or something. This is a super cool game.
yeah. No, this like I'm actually excited to play this.
I think that this is a really good idea. My one complaint though, I will say already, the black and white looks like it's gonna get a little bit disorienting and boring. I think it would be better if they went for like the washed out early 40s cartoon
No,
thing
what they should have
rather
done
than the 20.
is black and white, but then Sin City style blood is red.
That would also be cool. Yeah,
That
but like
would
the black
be-
and white by itself is just
Yeah.
like that's gonna get.
I like,
I kinda love
imagine
that,
you
yeah.
clear out a room
Exhausting.
and it's just like blood everywhere. Like
I am very excited for Deltarune.
Deltarune,
I will
yeah.
say that. Deltarune 3 and 4. Deltarune 1 was okay. Deltarune 2 was really good. And it's free. So if you haven't played it, you probably should if you like
I
Undertale.
do need to play Delta.
It's basically just like an Undertale like remake. Yeah. It's like if they took Undertale and they made it better.
In gameplay wise, you mean?
Yes,
I understand.
and in graphics. I think that the creator actually said that like Deltarune was the game he wanted to make when he
Yes.
made
Oh,
Undertale.
Well,
That's
I
actually kind of crazy. You can get Rebirth on sale right now for like $15 off.
Oh, I heard that and thought you meant for $15.
Oh no, $22 off. $49
No,
is like
for-
that's not nothing, but like a $70 game for $49 is
It's probably just because the
Pretty sick.
Game Awards season.
I have elected not to buy any of the Final Fantasy games until all 3 are out and available on PC.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
I played the first
Hyper
one.
Light Breaker
and I was
comes out
disappointed
in
when
a
I had to
week.
wait, so I'm
Yes,
waiting.
yeah.
Hyper Light Breaker comes out on Tuesday. And how much is it?
The one disappointing thing, though, I will say, is that I am missing the conversation about it.
Yeah.
But it is. What
I
it is.
think that it'll be resparked in retrospect.
I think
I
once,
don't like that it doesn't say how much this game is gonna be.
If it's anything more than $20,
I think
Unless
once
it's gonna be free.
once they come out and like say like when the planned release date for the third installment is, then I'll start playing.
Never mind, I
1
hate
to,
this
like,
game.
2 months in
Why?
advance.
We are essentially inventing and defining this subgenre of open world roguelike.
Oh, roguelite.
Roguelite, even
Oh,
yeah.
better. Yeah, whatever. It's a mobile game, is what I'm hearing.
I hate roguelites. It's a stupid differentiation.
It is very stupid.
Oh, a roguelike is actually a game where you start over from scratch, and if you're unlocking things, it's actually technically a roguelite. Shut up. How about that? How
All
about
that
that?
says to me is, okay, roguelites are the good ones.
Yeah,
then.
so what you mean to tell me is that roguelike is actually just not fun, and none of them exist, by the way. There's never, like, all of the popular Binding of Isaac,
Yeah.
what's the other one? Gungeon, Hades, these are all roguelites then, is that what you're saying? Actually, no,
Killer
I
Bean,
think,
sweet.
Oh,
I think Gungeon would technically be a roguelike, because you're starting over every run. Like, you can't buy anything in the Nexus point to, like, make your character stronger, but you can in Hades. You can buy, like, more powers.
yeah, you're right.
Vampire Survivors would also be a roguelite, because you can buy upgrades.
Yeah.
Lame. Stupid. Stupid difference. Stupid
Anything
distinction.
else?
Irrelevant.
Last of Us Part 2 remastered. So glad I'll be able to buy that game again.
Yeah.
Oh, this I'm actually so excited
Heroes of Might
for.
and Magic. That's an old one.
I'm so excited for this.
I can't believe that they're making another one. When did the last one come out?
So long
Like
ago.
1995.
Like, oh my god, the joy this brings me is...
No, this is how I felt when I found out Baldur's Gate 3 was coming out.
That's right, yeah. Except that game's going to be way better than this is, like, for sure. I'm just still really excited about this. And even if it's bad, I'll probably still like it a lot. I think it looks great, though. It also looks like it could be a mobile game. But,
Yeah.
like, it still looks like... I mean, when you see Heroes of Might and Magic 3, like, it obviously looks amazing compared to that. But, like, I just love the hexagon battle grid. Like,
It reminds me of that Fire Emblem mobile game. Well, it's just a little.
I never played that one.
Fire Emblem Heroes, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fine. Those are boxes, not hexagons. Different shapes.
Oh, thank God, solo leveling Arise. I feel like we're on the Steam coming up page. I need to be very careful about scrolling over the previews of some games.
Oh, we got the Japanese Assassin's Creed.
Splitgate 2, I played the beta, the
Yes.
alpha test for this. It was
Yes.
incredible.
So
I'm
excited.
so excited for
This was a
game.
pretty fun game.
I played Splitgate 2 like
It feels like
Until
the
last
closest.
year,
The
it's the closest
gunplay
thing.
feels like a Halo game.
the
I
whole
really
point was
like.
basically to feel like Halo on Xbox 360,
Yeah.
but with portals.
I'm actually really mad about how bad Halo fell off, because those games have so much potential.
I think Halo Infinite was fun.
Such a
The
yeah,
problem
they sunk
is
all their
It's
resources
because
into.
Bungie fell off.
Yeah,
It's just like a dated format for games now, and they didn't do anything to innovate. Like, I feel like when Halo Infinite came out, everyone played it for like a week and then went back to whatever VR they were playing.
I don't even know if that's necessarily true, because I feel like Call of Duty is also doing really well right now, and the reason that
Yeah,
it's doing well is because of a return to form.
It's also just because
People
like,
also just...
I feel like if you re-release Halo Reach, that game would do unbelievably well.
they did. Isn't it in
No,
the Master
when?
Chief collection?
No,
Is it
no,
not in
that
there?
doesn't count.
That's
That
Okay.
doesn't count.
Okay.
yeah.
You
I
can't
think,
re-release it as a
literally- not,
collection.
Like literally re-release.
Because then the
like,
problem is that people aren't going to see it, and they're not going to buy it, and you're not going to get the fan base back.
I'm thinking like COD Modern Warfare Remaster. You know, that's like a remaster. Halo Reach Remaster. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, yeah, yes, yeah. Just remaster it, and just drop
I
it.
saw
Give it
this
to me.
game.
Give it to me now.
Please.
Give it to me now.
This is like a Metroidvania coming out. I hate how this game looks.
Mendra.
It looks like the ads that you get when you're playing a game.
Yes.
It's like download now.
Oh,
It,
does look
yes.
very fake.
It looks like Raid Shadow Legends, dude. Like,
It's almost like
And I feel bad because somebody probably worked very hard on the art for this game.
Well,
but it does look
it
like
doesn't
that.
look good.
I think it looks okay.
It was made in Unreal. Yeah, they definitely put a lot of work into this, actually.
I think it looks kind of cool.
It does look cool. It's just like I'm biased
But,
against
like,
this
it
art
looks
because
like,
of
it does
how.
look like a mobile game.
Yeah, it looks
On
very
that-
mobile.
on that
gamey.
note?
Yeah.
Looks kind of cool.
I think if you're gonna make like, I feel like Metroidvanias now kind of have this this expectation to be either like more hand-drawn 2D art or like Ori is kind of like that like Pixar-y kind of look.
Sure.
This style is like Prince of Persia looks good. If this looked more like Prince of Persia,
It almost-
it almost looks too realistic.
It looks like a
looking.
Diablo.
Not realistic, but you know what I mean.
It looks
No,
like if
I-
Diablo
yeah,
was a
like-
side scroller.
Yeah, it does look like it. It looks like when you zoom all the way in on Diablo, and you're
That's
like,
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
really like how.
I think
I'm
you-
gonna zoom back out. Now.
I think if you pull it out from the camera, it would make it much.
I think you're right. I
don't-
think if they just.
I don't
zoomed down
hate
a
it.
little
Yeah.
bit.
I don't
I think
hate
it's
it. I
easier
think
to
that
swallow.
the biggest issue that I have is that like the foreground and the background are like differing levels of fidelity,
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
to
and the
what Aiden
animation
just
is a
said
little
too,
too high
though,
quality.
This is too close to the player character to be a Metroidvania. I feel like Metroidvanias need to be zoomed out.
Is it a
little more so you can
Metroidvania or
see
is
the
it a
action.
side scroller?
No, it says, at least in the description, it says Metroidvania.
I just think that.
Oh, that's a user-defined tag though. That means that somebody just like threw it
Oh.
on there.
I
People are
think that-
like erroneously throw tags on stuff all the time.
I think that if you can just pull it away.
It looks like it's just a side scroller.
$40.
That's ridiculous. That is
Ooh,
ridiculous.
wow.
That's too
Okay,
much
yeah,
money.
maybe it is just a side-scrolling action game. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not paying $40. For
That's
that
a
game.
ridiculous amount of money. Yeah.
Maybe like if it was on Game Pass. I
You're
could
bugging.
wait.
You're
It
bugging.
seems like a great game.
It's
Pass
also
game,
not
but-
2.5D. It says 2.5D in the description. That is not a 2.5D.
It's 3D.
That is a
but you
2D
can
side
only-
scroller.
It's just
a multi-layered 2D
Yeah.
side scroller. That is not
with 3D
2.5.
models. Like the characters are 3D.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's not what 2.5 means. These
Oh, a new
will need
Tales
to-
game. Great.
Um,
Clockwork Revolution. This is the Clockwork Orange game.
Is Permafrost that game that's like you're stuck in the north and you have to like build a settlement?
Frostpunk.
Oh, am I thinking of Frostpunk?
It could Permafrost could also be that, but when I think of like city builder,
I might be thinking of Frostpunk.
Frostpunk is like the
This looks like Firewatch, but in the cold.
Frostpunk is like the like nuclear winter city builder.
I feel like I really hate what Fallout 4 did to video games, where they're like everything needs that settlement building now.
Yeah.
Wasn't, like, the biggest takeaway of that game that settlement sucked.
Yeah, but a lot of people.
Yeah, and then they
really
made
liked it.
76, which is literally just a settlement builder. They got rid of the RPG elements to give you more settlement building.
What if we did more?
Oh, Jusant 2.
What?
That's what this looks
Cairn.
like.
I forgot about that. We looked at this one before.
Oh, I thought it was literally.
I think we
Jusant
decided
2.
that it looks better than Jusant
There's
because
a
it's
new
got more
Gears
free
of War
climbing. But
game.
What is it? How do you guys feel about Payday 3?
what's Atomfall? I never played any of the Payday games.
Brian, did you?
No,
Never mind then.
they're like heists, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind. That
Payday
looks
3 was really
lame.
disappointing.
That looks stupid.
It does look kind of stupid.
My Time at Evershine, is that one of those like dating
Like-
simulators where you're like
Or
a-
is it like a sequel?
Oh,
to
it's My Time at Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody Hell Hotel. Somebody made
Oh,
has been into
Celesta
a game.
2. That might interest you. Celesta's like the D&D style game.
Don't know anything about it.
They're making a new Necrodancer game? Wait,
Based on
I
the
saw
system
that,
reference
yeah.
5e. Maybe. Honestly, I hate to say it, like the rule set is not really what gets me about these games. It's the way that they have the combat laid out and the UI. Those are the two big ones.
That's fair.
Because I think that the rule set for what's the game that Larian made before Baldur's Gate? Divinity?
Divinity.
I think that the rule set for those games is actually really good. I just hate the UI,
That's fair.
so I can't get into the game.
Can we look at the Necrodancer?
I heard Tavern
Yeah.
Keeper's good.
This comes out in like a month too.
Does it? Because
Yeah.
I adored that game.
What is it? Cryptid?
Oh, is it just a rhythm game?
Boo!
Okay,
Boo!
but like at the same time,
You
I
love rhythm games.
love rhythm
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, but Necrodancer was like
But this
Cool.
looks super cool.
standalone with a Necrodancer twist. That's not what I want. Oh, that is kind of cool though. They have like other stuff besides the Guitar
Like,
Hero. They
yeah,
got
it's
like
not just like.
it's like Rhythm Heaven, but with Necrodancer characters.
Well, no, it's. I don't think it's only that, but also like the Guitar Hero like kind of like experience is like dynamic. You know, like the notes move across the board. It's not just.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It looks
cool.
I'm probably not gonna play it honestly, but like
I'll tell you guys how it is.
you played Cadence of Hyrule, right?
It's hard.
Do you not know what Cadence of Hyrule is?
I don't.
It's the Legend of Zelda Necrodancer crossover game.
Oh, I've actually seen it.
It's
I know,
so fun.
No, I know for a fact I've seen it because that's such a specific thing.
Do you think Wu
Making
Chang?
Perfect Dark.
Do you think Wu Chang is like an actual game, or do you think it's there to confuse people who don't remember what Wukong is called?
That
I'm sorry.
it's literally a Souls-like action RPG.
Is it also about Wukong? Is this also a Sun Wukong game?
Something I actually buy this from my game of the
That's what I think is gonna happen. I think that like this is like somebody's grandma buys them the game that
Some
they've been
poor
asking
soul,
about.
No, this is just
This is the
Black
Bloodborne.
Myth Wukong combined with
You know what it looks like? It looks like that game with like the
what's the
Vikings.
game with the lady and everyone's mad about they censored her outfits in
Oh.
the PS5 version or whatever.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Stellar Blade.
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like For Honor.
This is the Bloodborne of Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, I did see a game that popped up on my YouTube. I forget what it was called though. It was like
So, this is a PC port of Bloodborne. It's not big.
yeah, never gonna happen.
Do you not have a PS4?
I gave it to my friend.
Oh, okay.
I have the disc for Bloodborne still.
Let me see if I can find this.
There's too many video games. There's too many.
Guys, can we stop? Can we stop? Can we not make games anymore?
No, I'm Not a Human is
Yeah,
the
that,
game.
That just came out. That was.
Did you see that one?
I hadn't seen it, but it was on the list. We just passed it. Not just now. It was way back after that. The fact
It's-
that Outer Worlds 2 is so far down this list is crazy.
It's.
I don't think there's any release date on it or anything.
Tavern Keeper looks cool.
I think this is like. in
Oh,
order
Pony
of
Island
push
2.
list.
Pony Island. Did you play that one?
Yeah.
Pony Island 2.
Pony Island was made by the guy who made Inscription.
I
Yes.
don't. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like this creepy game where you're like stuck inside of a house, and then like FEMA is outside like burning people alive or whatever,
Oh.
and like you can't go outside in the daytime.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Yeah. Okay. All right, buddy. Slow down. All right. Relax.
Do you think it's?
I have to watch the trailer once a month to remember that.
Because it's the fact that the trailer is this fleshed out, and the game is still not announced. It makes me sad.
If it's not
It's gotta
the
be a
best
huge
indie game that's ever
But
come
also,
out,
if it's
like
ginormous, yeah.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be a huge
And like
game.
I know it's 2 people, but like Hollow Knight, they had like less of a game development time, I think, right?
Well, so they said 150 new enemies. How many were in the base game? I feel like it wouldn't be 150. I feel like it would have to be less.
There were a lot.
There's no way there's 150 enemies in
I
Hollow
guess
Knight.
not.
Like thinking about it, I can like off the top of my head, I could probably name like 20.
it just
I
like
guess a lot of kind of.
it does look incredible.
Yeah. Also.
How many enemies are in the bestiary? In the main game.
Especially as someone who likes Spectre Knight more than Shovel Knight. This is like everything I want in a game.
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation. I don't think you were here when we talked about this, Spencer. But you played Shovel Knight, right?
Oh, Spencer and I were just talking about
Oh,
this
were you?
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, and then you
20.
played Spectre Knight.
Yeah, he likes Spectre Knight more than.
Oh,
Oh no, you liked Plague Knight. You said right?
Yes.
More?
curveball.
Yeah.
4, 5,
That's
6,
also a fair
7,
take,
8, 9.
Literally all of the DLCs are better than Shovel Knight.
I
And
just-
Shovel Knight's a great game,
I
but
just
like
the story of Spectre Knight was like, although edgy, Love that.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta end stream.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. A lot to be excited about though.
Yes.
Coming up this year.
There's 150 in the base game.
Okay.
Enemies. So they're adding as many as were in the base game.
Depending on how expensive it is, I might just buy a Hyperlay Breaker, and then we can try that on stream next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. If it's too expensive and I am not gonna buy it, then we won't play it, and we might play something on Game Pass. I still want to play Katamari. I downloaded it like weeks ago for us to play, and we never did.
I think
And I
my
think that
sister's
could be a
playing
fun
it
thing
right
for us to
now.
play. It's a great game.
All right.
I also just downloaded Super Hot Mind Control Delete just because I love Super Hot, and maybe we could play that. But I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I do think that VR stream needs to happen.
Yes,
For
like
you.
it's not even that it's a pain for me. It's not good viewing. Like, yeah, because when you turn your head and tilt your head, the whole screen, it's like disorienting to watch
Yeah.
people stream in VR, like stream VR games.
That's fair.
It's funny.
We
with
can
the
try
Mario.
it one time for sure. And Aiden, whenever the time comes that you are not around anymore, we will, before you go, we will have you play the Five Nights at Freddy
Oh my
VR
god,
game.
please. That would
Yeah.
actually make my year. That or Darkest Dungeon 2.
Or when's your birthday?
April 29th.
Okay, we could also do it for your birthday.
It's your birthday, April 29th. That's really close to mine. I did not know that. Okay.
All right.
Aw.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you later. See you next time. More Pizza Tower next week.